Okay, new problem, including for those of you who were there yesterday. I'm doing a different one. We have number of sides, which is 9. It's got 9 sides. It's a nonagon. And I have my apothem, which is 2.5. I know it's the apothem because it is dropped down the height. Step 1 done. Now we can draw out our triangle. So this triangle will be drawn down this way. And our central angle is going to be 360 divided by the number of sides, which is 9. And that should give you 40. And remember, then you need to cut it in half to get the actual angle that you're looking for, which is 20. So to draw out this triangle over here separately, we have a 20-degree angle. We know that the apothem is 2.5, and we don't know this side. Central angle, check. Now see if you can use the trig to solve for what x is. First off, you should know which ratio you're going to use. That is tangent. Because we know adjacent, we're trying to find opposite of the angle. Tangent of the angle equals opposite, which is x, over adjacent, which is 2.5. Here's your answer you should get. It's around 0.91. But that's not the side length. Remember, I talked about this at the end of the last video. That's not the side length. That's just this piece. The side is split down the middle. So to get the actual whole side length, you need to double that to get back out to the whole side length. This is the piece you just found using your trig. So you want to double 2 times the 0.91, which should give you about 1.82. And now we can plug all our numbers into the formula to get out our answer. Don't forget, solving for x, just because you solve for x doesn't mean you're done. Right? You got to keep going and get all the numbers into the formula, get out an answer for the area. So area equals 1/2 the apothem, which is 2.5, times your side length, which is 1.82, times the number of sides, which is 9. And when you do that, you should get about 20.47. Done. And while you're sticking around, I will give you an answer for you to check here on number 3. I am getting on number 3 something that's approximately 68.41. Again, I'm not going to be super picky on rounding. As long as you're somewhere in this ballpark, if you're between 67.5 and 70, then it's probably just a rounding thing. If you're farther off than that, then you probably did something wrong. So again, feel free to let me know if you have any questions on this problem. This is a tricky one. Okay, because the central angle doesn't divide out evenly. It's one of the few times that happens. You got to use sine and cosine because you don't have the apothem or the side length. So be careful on this one. And I want to give you a hint on one more problem here, which is on number 7. The reason I'm not going through number 9, by the way, is because you don't need to do it. Cross it off. If it's on there, cross it off. Number 7, it has a regular 18-gon, and I cannot draw a regular 18-gon, as much as that may shock you, and I'm guessing you may not be able to either. But we can still do this problem because we can draw the triangle that it has. So I can still do my step 1. I can still write out the given information. Apothem, we don't know it. Side length, we do know it. It says the side length is 8. And number of sides, well, it tells us that it's got 18 sides. So all we need to do is solve for the apothem. Well, we can still get the central angle here. Why? Because the central angle is still 360 divided by our number of sides. And then cut that in half. Same way we have been doing. And now, here's what we have. We have a 10-degree angle. We have a side length, the whole thing being 8, so that's split down the middle, so that each of these are 4. And we have this apothem that we don't know yet. So all we need to do is use trig to solve for the triangle. And then we can plug our numbers in and get the final answer. Now, these worksheets are due tonight on Canvas. If you did not get these assignments until now, you should have picked them up a couple weeks ago when we picked up all our learning packets for when we were first gone. But if you did not get them, remember they're on Canvas, and I will probably be a little bit lenient about this due date. If it's a day or two late, then that's okay. I understand. Much more than that, though, we're going to be starting new stuff on Monday. So please make sure you get that finished in the next couple of days. The official due date is tonight. If you can get that done, that would make life easier. But if things are happening, if you didn't get this until just now, then I understand that. If you have any other questions, then Canvas, remind, email, you know where to reach me. And I will talk to you all again on Monday.